I'm Jamie Weinstein with the Daily Caller. I'm here today with Michael Munir, the head of the Al-Hayya political party in Egypt and president of the U.S. Cops Association. Michael, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. So in 2007, I went back to Egypt. I started an NGO called Hand in Hand for Egypt. We trained youth on campaign management, how to run a campaign, how to get involved in politics. Prior to the revolution, we trained about 20 candidates from minority groups, women, youth, Christians, other Shia and Nubians to run for parliament. They ran in the 2010 parliamentary election. We had actually like a 10% success rate.
And just so viewers know, the Coptic Christians are about 10% of the Egyptian population. Long had,
We're actually a little bit more. I mean, they say they're 10%, but the Copts probably number somewhere between 15 to 18, 19 million Christians in Egypt, and that's probably would make it about a good 16, 17% of the population. The government almost tried to kind of lower it down. Really, the Muslim Brotherhood, who are now ruling Egypt, were not part of that revolution at all. They entered late.
But a lot of people say that when the Muslim Brotherhood decided that there was a tipping point and that they did enter at the very end of it, they were very important to get Mubarak to fall.
Well, everybody was important. I don't think the Tahrir Square was filled with protesters all throughout the 18 days, and people were sleeping in all different squares. In fact, I think, and I argue, that from even knowledge and being daily and sleeping with, I think they threw their support to the revolution after they were very sure that it was a successful operation. When they made sure that Mubarak is gonna have to give in somehow, that the youth are not going to leave, that their involvement was not going to be a major factor one way or another, and even the demonstrations that take place today in all Egyptian squares against the Muslim Brotherhood prove that this revolution is alive and had nothing to do with the Brotherhood. We wanted a constitution that all Egyptians can agree on. What he did is probably stacking about 75% of the committee illegally and actually in violations of the actual laws for creating this committee of his own party. People challenged that in court. The Constitutional Court, the highest court in the land, was about to rule on the illegitimacy of that constitutional committee, and apparently the president was wiretapping the members of the court. So then he comes out in public, gives himself a decree of making himself a new pharaoh of Egypt, that everything is in, he took control of all powers of Egypt, the legislative, the executive, and even the judicial militia belonged to the president and to the Salafi party, went and surrounded the court. They still surround the court until today. At the same time, the president sends his own militia to people demonstrating outside of the palace and starts shooting at demonstrators. We have in different parts, whether it be in the vicinity of Tahrir Square or outside the palace, we had about 17 youth killed in the last 3-4 weeks. The militia belongs to the president, entered the presidential palace, sets jailhouse inside the presidential palace, arrests activists and youth from well-known youth in the movement to force the president to undo the powers that he gave to himself, arrest these youth inside the palace, torture them for 2 days, then turn them over to the police. Yet another attack on freedom, the president sends his own militia to surround the media city. We have a city in Egypt where all media houses are housed in one city. So they surrounded that media city. This allowed any TV anchor, any program anchor that disagreed with the president from entering the city, virtually not wanting anybody to criticize the president. So, and the last thing they did a few days ago is they went and marched on to the opposition headquarters, which is the Wafd party headquarters, and burned it. So we have a president who's holding the gun to our heads and negotiating. It was boycotted by the judiciary, so no judge no judges overseeing the election, the referendum voting, except few judges that belong to the Freedom and Justice Party, the President's Party. The rest of the people that were supposed to be partial monitoring this and actually conducting the keeping law and order, checking people's ID, making sure who votes, who has the right to vote, who doesn't have the right to vote, became all members of the president's own party. So obviously, we have the first round passed was 56% for and the rest against. The violations of the first round were so staggering that what we have now is a fascist Islamist regime that has no respect for human rights, no respect for international opinion. Mubarak at least respected international opinion, yielded to criticism. Under Mubarak, there were a lot of corruption, but there were no religious fascism. There were difficult lives for Christians in Egypt as well, but there was law and order. There were strong state forces that kept people from going at each other. Right now, under the Brotherhood, people go in, burn churches, attack Christians, kidnap young girls, do whatever they want to do. There is nobody out there to get anybody. If you go into a police station and you want to report your car stolen, they will tell you, go deal with the people that stole it, pay them some money, and take it. So there's no law and order. Every religious fanatic's taking the law into their own hand, judging if Christians were infidels or not, and if they found them infidels in that village, and that village happened to have some fanatic people, they could just carry whatever act they feel is justified. So really, we're living in an anarchy in Egypt, and probably bordering civil war. A few months later, Salafis became a force, very, very fanatic elements of the society. They're out issuing religious edicts against everybody. They're trying to take the society back into 1400 years ago of backwardness, and trying to curb women's rights, Christians' rights. A few days ago, one of the Muslim Brotherhood leaders called Safat Higazi spoke to a crowd gathered to support the president. He attacked me by name, attacked the Pope, attacked activists, and sent strong warning messages to us. The next day, we have a list of people on assassination hit list that was circulating in the Egyptian media. Of course, the people that were named in that speech were all on that list. The day after, the president's own supporters came out and says there is a conspiracy against the president to kidnap him from us and topple him. Obviously, all this is setting the scene for the arrest and torture and probably assassinating the opposition leader. They already managed to force some people out of Egypt, like Naguib Sawiris and others. They pressured them, they went after them, threatened their lives and their businesses until they sold everything they have and went out. We are facing a very, very similar situation like that of Iran. Only difference is, Jamie, to be honest with you, is the U.S. position on these issues.
What would you like to see the U.S. do? What can the U.S. do to change facts on the ground at this point?
Well, I mean, to start, President Obama needs to stop supporting the Muslim Brotherhood, flat out. I mean, I have held meetings with U.S. officials in Egypt and outside of Egypt. I've seen how their statements on these issues are weak. At the time that the president sent his militia to kill us when we were protesting peacefully outside of his palace, Mr. Obama comes out and says, what's happening in Egypt is an internal matter, and we hope they work their issues out. This is not a statement that should come from the leader of the free world, where Egypt, the U.S. has a lot of interest in Egypt and has a lot of leverage over Egypt. This should not have been his statement. His statement should have been to call out President Morsi, to call his militia back, and to stop the anarchy they're causing in this country. It can actually force the president to redo the first round of voting because it was fully rigged, after modifying the constitution to appease most of the Egyptians. I mean, this constitution, even if it passes, was a 56%. That does not represent anything. It does not have any legitimacy on the ground. And the U.S. should make it clear that they're not going to work with a government and a president that kills his own people. Yeah. And that's the reason people are disliking the U.S. policies. I mean, the U.S. is actually guarantor of a $4 billion loan to Egypt from the World Bank. Well, if you lose in an election, or if you lose even in a demonstrations, what happens is Muslim Brotherhood were surprised to see that many people on the street against President Morsi, and they couldn't do anything to stop it. So the only thing they did is they sent vans and buses loaded with people with weapons, knives, shotguns, to attack the protesters. Is that moderate to you? How are democratically elected when they're rigging the elections? On the first day of at 8 o'clock in the morning, when you walked in some of the voting places, the ballot boxes were filled, stacked one third of the box, already stacked. I mean, when you drop a ballot, it doesn't get stacked. It just stays fluffy, kind of floating in the box. And they're all stacked, and these boxes came in from the night before already stacked. We have hundreds of videos on YouTube that you can go see of ballots that had a no vote on it being taken out of the boxes, thrown in the trash. We have videos of people and pictures of people jumping from the back door to smuggle in ballots in and out of voting stations. I mean, I don't know where New York Times reporter was and where he's been, but he needs to come more and meet with the oppositions. He needs to listen even to Egyptian media that was surrounded. I mean, where is freedom when you hold the Constitutional Court hostage? Mm-hmm. The court is hostage until today to supporters of the president, so it cannot rule on the legitimacy of this constitution. The fact that we have people on the streets without anybody asking them, without anybody organizing them, without anybody paying them money like the Muslim Brotherhood do, without anybody getting them buses like the Muslim Brotherhood do to bus their people, their supporters from villages and pay them and give them sugar and oil and freebies and pay them actually $50 to make phone calls and 50 pounds to make phone calls and 50 pounds for transportations and 50 pounds for food. The people are just going on the street by themselves to protest, to say no to one Pharaoh wanted to appoint himself a dictator. And I think that's the promise of the revolution, that the people have awakened. They're going to continue to excel. There will be a struggle. I just hope that the U.S. stands on the right side of the struggle, stands on the right side of the people. If we think that the Muslim Brotherhood, along with Hamas, are going to provide support and is going to provide security for Israel or for the U.S., we're completely mistaken. If anything, we're creating a bigger Hamas. We're putting it in a much bigger country, on a bigger border, to attack Israel and to attack the U.S. and to attack anybody who is against their ideology. Their ideology is all based on Islamic theocracy, fascist regime that should not be allowed to stand, should not be friends of the U.S., and the U.S. should stay away because this is against all the values, so whether it be democracy, religious freedom, or human rights. The regime in Egypt now stands against all these values, and I think the Obama administration should be ashamed of itself for supporting this regime, meeting its leadership, and allowing it to be called a friend of the U.S.
Well, thank you, Michael, for joining me. I appreciate it.
Appreciate
this is Jamie Weinstein with the Daily Caller, signing off.